I told my roommate that the name she chose for her baby is ridiculously stupid. So my roommate Ashley is this huge Game of Thrones fanatic. Like, she has posters all over her room and she's constantly rewatching episodes. She's 24 and pregnant with her first kid. About 2 weeks ago, she comes up to me all excited talking about baby names. She tells me she wants to name the baby Arya. I actually thought that was pretty cool since Arya means noble in Sanskrit, but I mentioned that tons of people have been naming their kids after Game of Thrones characters lately, so it might be super common. I wasn't trying to be mean or anything, just being honest. The next morning, I'm making coffee and Ashley comes bouncing into the kitchen like she just solved world hunger. She's all like, I figured out how to name my baby Arya, but make it totally unique so she won't be just another goatee kid at school. I'm thinking maybe she found some different spelling or something. Boy, was I wrong. She pulls out her phone and shows me what she wrote down. I had to read it 3 times before I could even process what I was looking at. Agrigya. I'm not even kidding. That's how she wanted to spell area. She explained it like she was teaching me rocket science. See, it's Agrigya, which sounds like Arya, but nobody will connect it to the show. I just stared at her for like 10 seconds. Then I asked if she was serious. She got this confused look and asked what I meant. That's when I told her straight up that Agrigya looks ridiculously stupid and she should just stick with regular Arya. I mean, come on. That poor kid would spend her entire life spelling out her name for people. Teachers would butcher it on the first day of school every single year. Ashley's face went completely red and she started yelling about how I was the one who said Arya was too common. She said her and her boyfriend Tyler spent hours coming up with this spelling to make me happy. I tried explaining that having a common name is way better than having a name that looks like someone sneezed while typing, but she wasn't having it. She storms off to her room and starts texting Tyler about how mean I was being. I could hear her through the thin walls going on and on about how I crushed her creative baby naming dreams. Later that day, Tyler shows up at our apartment. He's this skinny guy who works at GameStop and thinks he's way smarter than everyone else. He starts lecturing me about how unique names build character and help kids stand out. I asked him to write down Agrigya without looking at Ashley's phone. He couldn't do it. He got to Augur and then just stared at the paper looking confused. That's when I was like, dude, your own kid's name is going to stump you every time you fill out forms. Think about that. Ashley came out of her room crying and said I was ruining everything. She kept going on about how she just wanted her daughter to be special and not blend in with all the other Aryas. I felt kind of bad seeing her cry, but honestly, someone had to tell her. I said, look, if you want your kid to be special, teach her cool stuff and help her develop her personality. Don't saddle her with a name that looks like a typo. The whole apartment got super awkward after that. Ashley wouldn't talk to me for 3 days. When she finally did, she announced that they decided to go with a completely different name instead.